Welcome back to our second match here in the CSI Predator World 10 Ball Championships. And what a match it is. Sky Woodward against Niels FEIJEN, a couple of real legends of the game. And another legend in the booth with me is Mr. Tony Robles. Hi, Tony.
Hi, Mark. How are you today, bud?
Feeling great. Well, we saw our champion, our reigning champion, win. He struggled a little bit, but he won 8-3. And here's our Niels FEIJEN breaking off after winning the leg. It's a race to 8. It's 10 ball. Cool shot, of course. No early 10s.
Yeah, and this field is full of so much talent. I mean, it is incredible. Wow, unfortunately scratching the side there.
Wow.
It's not a good way to start. He's going to have to overcome that. That's what he's all about, though.
And look at this brilliant break as well it was until that cue ball went in, flying in the side. Chance for Sky Woodward.
But this is a match worthy of a final. You know, we have a number of those in the first round match today.
We've got a long way to go, yeah, haven't we?
Oh, yeah.
128 players started. So Sky Woodward, 28 years old, from Paducah in Kentucky.
I don't think he wants to move the cue ball too much here. Either play it in the corner or in the side because he can shoot a stop shot if he gets straight on it and shoot the 3 in the corner. Went a little farther than he wanted there.
It's a real shame we're not using walk-on music, Tony, because Sky Woodward has got a great walk-on tune by Led Zeppelin. It's rock and roll. I love that one.
So, yeah, I'm pretty sure you're familiar with Niels FEIJEN's YouTube channel that he started, I think, during the pandemic, which has gained a lot of popularity.
The Terminator is killing it on YouTube.
Oh, he sure is. I want to say special hi to his wife, Catherine, and his daughters, Lena and Sign.
Nice names.
Pretty sure they're probably watching, so...
Hi, girls. Hi, Mum.
Hope you're doing well and enjoying the match.
Niels FEIJEN been playing some really good stuff recently. Just won the event in Europe, of course. And I think in total he's won 12 Euro Tours. Actually 10, I think it is, sorry. 10 Euro Tours. Unbelievable, isn't it?
It sure is. That's consistency for you, right? And this is a race to 8 with alternate breaks.
Yeah, talking of 8, he's played 8 Mosconis, Tony, as well. Now, I know you've played one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had the pleasure of playing in 2003 and 2004. And,
who were your teams at the time?
I know I had Rodney Morris, Jeremy Jones, Johnny Archer.
Pretty strong team.
Mick Warner was a captain.
Did you win?
Charlie, we won both years. Earl Strickland was on the team.
And in it goes. So first rack to Sky Woodward. So I've got a question for you, Tony. I'd have to ask George his opinion. I'd like to know, what's your shot routine? We're going to have a Tony's tip a little bit later on, but this is a question I'd like you to answer. You know, how do you go about playing a shot? So you walk to the table, what next? 30 seconds, you've got no extension.
I think the most important thing is to make sure that you never approach a shot from the side, because when you approach a shot from the side, sometimes your body isn't lined up properly with the shot. So the tendency is to have moving parts. And as we all know, anytime you start moving right before you strike the cue ball, you lose that straight, smooth line. There you go.
You just made it before your timeout. Here we go. Sky Woodward breaking off, leading 1-0. There are lots of other games going on. We'll keep you up to date with all the latest scores as we go along. Needs the 2 to come to his rescue.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Popped it in. Wow, not often you see that. The first 2 breaks, 2 scratches.
Yeah, very, very, very strange. I also had the pleasure of meeting Sky's wife, couple of days ago, actually. She's a total sweetheart.
Oh, she's excellent. And little Dax, I was playing with him with a ball out there in the foyer earlier on.
So we're going to give a little shout out to their family as well. I'm pretty sure they're probably watching you. Well, actually, she's watching from here.
Yeah, Mum Deborah as well. Got to give her a shout out. All right, Deborah. I know she'll be watching. She's Sky's biggest fan. So players just getting used to the tables again. They have been recovered. So there's brand new cloths on all our 14 Predator Apex tables. And I just had a word with Jason Short in between matches. And he said, the tables are playing absolutely brilliantly.
So he's going to play the 3 in the side. And the question is, will he go between the 6 and the rail to play the 4 in the corner? That's kind of what I like to do here, because it's a little tricky to try to play the 4 in the side because you have to go in between the balls, you know.
Avoid traffic at all costs.
And avoid bumping into the ball if it's not necessary, unless it's necessary.
Well, we're going to do a little thing all this week, Tony. We're going to have some Tony's tips, so get ready with that. We're going to pick your brains and hopefully
I thought I
help
already
other
gave my
people.
tip of the day.
No, that wasn't your tip for the day. That was just a question about your shot routine. We want more than that from you.
Is that why they call you the trap meister, because you trap people?
I didn't know they called me that, but I'm willing to accept it.
Ooh, he can get dangerously close to that side pocket.
Keeps himself very fit, Niels. I know he does a lot of cycling. Well, he's from Holland. What do you expect? The bicycle capital of the world.
Go 2 rails here near the side pocket. Very nice.
So what do you do, Tony, to, apart from eating, of course, to hold your lovely physique that you've got?
Absolutely nada.
It's working. So this 7 ball then, just a little draw. You see proudly sporting Team Netherlands on his back. Very wide stance, both legs bent. He's looking good here. So we're going to be 1-1. And in it goes. So first 2 racks are shared. So last night, Tony, don't want to be controversial or anything. I just want your opinion on this. Last night, there was a meeting between the players, and I think it's about time. I want to know what you think about it, about getting a players' union together.
There's nothing wrong with getting a players' union together. I think every sport should have one. I think the main thing, and I made sure that I said this last night at the meeting, is the unity of players. I said they have to stick together because there's power in numbers. And the problem that I've had in the past with organizations that I work with in the past is just one is going one way, the other is going the other way. And if you fail to unite the players, you're literally just wasting your time. So I'm hoping that for the better part of the game, especially the players, that this ends up working out.
Strengthening numbers. Oh, almost scratched
almost
again.
Scratching that one.
Oh, and look at this. This is beautiful. Made a ball nicely on the 1.
So over here, I think he's going to go 2 rails. Play the position for the 2. I kind of like laying, stopping the cube on the rail. That way I have a natural 2-railer going towards the 3 ball. Quick question, Mark. Have you heard of a format called, because there's so much media stuff, social media stuff going on there. Have you heard of a format called Twitch?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
video game.
Yeah.
Normally used for video gaming. I know that's very popular on there.
Yeah, so I started a little channel there just to see because my cousin recommended it, and there's a lot of stuff, but I don't see much pool there. So I was able to reach out last night to a guy named T Money Hill who started his own channel and met another member by the name of Rocco 3T. So I want to give you guys a shout out and hoping that you'll help grow pool, in that format. That's one of my goals.
So Neil's eyeing up this, as you said before, standing behind the shot. Now he's going to have a walk around. Always important to have a little walk around as well.
Mm-hmm. Well, here he doesn't have a choice but to come off the rail. I mean, he can hit it soft and play the 4 in the corner, but he has to make sure he doesn't go past a certain point, or he could just come back to the left side of the table and play it in the side pocket, which gives him more options. If he ends up straight as a stop shot, if he ends up with an angle, he can play the 5 in the same side pocket as a 4.
Oh, he's caught the 10, but, well, he can cut this into the side,
He can definitely
I think.
make it. I think he's in good shape here. Just needs to manage the speed for the 5 ball, which I don't think will be a problem because all he has to do is hit it with just enough speed to pocket the ball. Okay, so he decided to play it in the corner, stopping it by the spot. And I guess that was his target point. Going to have a conversation with him because he's a little off, so he needs to work on his speed.
Get into one of your clinics, Tony.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because, in his channel, every one of his videos starts with, this video is sponsored by Langoni Cues. So when he got here the other day before the Las Vegas Open, 2 fans noticed him and asked him to take a picture. And as they were posing for the picture, I went behind him and I said, this photo is sponsored by Langoni Cues.
You're a funny man. Wow, what's
Wait,
it done there?
That had to skid.
It's skidded, yeah.
I mean, that's the only thing I can think of there. That had to be a skid.
Oh, I'd love to see a replay of that. He can't believe it. Well, it does happen from time to time. It's quite rare in pool, but it does happen, and sometimes it costs you. And what happens is it makes you get a thick contact, and it throws the ball off.
So he's going to play position for the same pocket. Very nicely done.
Needs it to slow down. Needs it to slow down. That's perfect, as you say. Couldn't have played that better, could he? If he took ball in hand there, Tony, that's where you'd put it, isn't it, roughly?
Yeah. Yeah, just a slight angle.
Well, doesn't hit that perfect, but it's okay.
Yeah, he's just going to cinch it in a little punch stroke here.
10 into the same pocket, yeah?
Well, if he has too much angle and he can't, well, he said he's queuing it low. So since he's queuing low, it looks like he's going to cinch it and play in the same pocket. But, every once in a while you end up with more of an angle where you don't have a choice but to go foul, and that's when you go around and play the 10 in the top left-hand corner. But he had a perfect angle to play there.
If this 10 goes in, which it does, we'll be back after a very short break, guys. Lit up World 10 Ball Championships here on the Rio All Suites Hotel in lovely Las Vegas. And Sky Woodward 2-1 up breaking. His alternate break. And describing the action with me, Mr. Tony Robles.
Well, he managed to stop the cue ball dead center there.
What a break that was. He's going to get a bit of luck on the 1. Well, he's got a shot at it. And I'll tell you what, Tony, he can bang into maybe the 4-2 here and free up the 2 ball.
Yeah, I mean, he might just have just the right angle to hit like 3/4 of the 2, bank it past the 4 ball and play the 2 in the opposite side pocket, because by hitting the 2 ball that thick, he should be able to slow down the speed of the cue ball. See, he's just pointed to the side pocket, so I don't know if that's what he's looking at.
Won Master of the Table at the 2019 Derby City Classic. Sky Woodward. Became a dad just a year ago as well. Little Dax. Fun little character.
Oh, so you'd like to go with inside spin and try to play it in the corner, but
Has he got a bit of luck? Well,
yeah, I mean,
he's got a shot at it. At least he can hit it.
Don't be surprised if he slices this in. He hits these shots extremely well. You know, if he slices this in, goes 3 rails, come between the 8 and the 10, come back down for the 3 ball. Don't be surprised if he does that. Decides not to, then he'll probably try to go 2 rails near the corner pocket and send the 2 towards the 9, send the cue ball uptown.
There it is. Uptown. So just before the game started, Billy Thorpe was in his corner, having a little chat with him. They're really good mates, always there for each other, almost like brothers, you would say.
It looks like he's looking at the 2 off the 3. Is that what he was looking at? No, he's just trying to put him underneath the 3. What a great shot that was.
It's a good effort.
Yeah.
And he's got there. Now the jump stick is going to come out here. He's come to the table without any cue, so I guess he's going to run back and get his jump cue, which he does. Now, you often see players, especially like Tyler Steyer, Fedegor, sometimes bring both cues to the table with them and then just drop the one they don't want to use.
Just to save seconds off the clock.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we are on a shot clock here, guys. 30 seconds they get, and then a 30-second extension, 1 each per rack. And you get 60 seconds after the break and after a push out. Oh, he's not. Wow, he was a long way off. I actually thought he went back for his jump cue, but obviously didn't.
No, he's pretty, and Niels is pretty good at kicking. You know, it's rare you see him miss an entire ball.
Yeah, very rare. But there it was. There was the miss. It was given ball in hand to Sky, and the chance here to increase his lead to 3-1.
Wonder if he's going to try to go all the way down. I think that's what you have to do. Go all the way down. Don't want to overhit it, because now you might have to play the 4 in the lower right-hand corner pocket. Unless you want to try to fight traffic, right?
Yeah, it's 10's in the way, isn't it?
Let's see if he
Maybe
plays
the
it in the
7.
lower right-hand pocket. Yep, he did. He settled for that.
Yeah, he played it nice. Not as thin as I thought it was. I thought it looked a lot thinner than that. Played it very well, Tony.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was hoping to get a little straighter. But I think he's still in good shape. He's looking to make sure that the 5 goes in the opposite corner. That way he could do a little tweener here. The in-betweener. There's a tweener right there. That's perfect.
Beautifully played. Well, looks like he means business.
And even if he got straight on the 6, he's in good shape. Just needs to make sure he doesn't end up behind that 7.
Wow, come past it just nicely. Judged it to perfection. Here you are, right down the line.
Always looks comfortable, this kid.
Yeah,
when he plays.
and it looks like he really enjoys himself as well, you know. Doesn't get, never see him angry or uptight. Sliding that one in, pocket speed, very nice. Now, the mullet might have gone, but I think he's grown a mullet on his beard by the looks of it. So this then, to go 3-1, and then we're going to take you around the room and just give you a few scores. Albin Ocean already through this morning. He won easy 8-2. Lee Van Corteza beat Alex Montpellier. Pierce Laboutis is through 8-1 against Matt Shetner. Still going. Ko Pin Yi, 7-5 up on the hill against Sia. Jason Shaw won 8-5 against Carl Ekalu. Roman Hebler won 8-4 over Kento Oda, and will play Shaw in the next round. Kankachi, as you might have seen on the stream earlier on, disposed of Emil Andre Gungflut 8-3. Tommy Tokov still going. He's 7-6 ahead against Besar Spahiu, the policeman from Albania. Mieszko Fortunski won 8-5 over Alain Roland Rosado. Mark Beisterbosch beat fellow countryman Tim de Ruyter 8-6. Hunter Lombardo beat Daniel Schneider. And Michael Schneider beat the young Finn Riku Rompinen 8-4. And one other score, Alex Pagulayan beat Esteban Robles from Alpha Coin, beat him by 8 racks to 4. There you go, Tony. We're up to date.
Yeah, no, thank you for the update. We really appreciate that. And you missed that break. He took some speed off the break and pocketed 2 balls on the break and wound up with a perfect shot on the 1 to put himself in prime position to come within 1.
The Terminator from Holland. Had a very long, successful career, but he doesn't like that shot.
Yeah, he overhit that one just a bit.
He's come the wrong side of the 3, hasn't he? He's going to have to take a more difficult 3, maybe.
I think he was trying to play. I think he was, you know, relying on the cue ball to travel down a little further. Maybe took a little speed off it, but I think he was trying to play the 3 in the side.
So do you like drawing past the 8 ball here, Tony, and going round the angles for the 4? Or you just take your medicine and take a slightly more difficult cut on the 4?
Yeah, I do like it, but the problem with this is if you shoot it in the corner, once you hit that 3rd rail, you're going towards a 4, but the 7 is kind of in that line. And if you don't hit it right, you're just going to end up behind the 7. That's why I think he's deciding to shoot it in the side pocket.
Yeah, that was a finer cut than that, I thought. Wow. Oh, looking a little bit out of sorts at the moment. Just not quite got the speed of the table down. It's very easy, isn't it, when you're on a very, very quick table, Tony? You overcompensate for it and end up hitting them a little bit short because you're scared of going too far. Well, we're saying that likes a fine cut. Can he cut this in the side? Or does he take it down the end?
Just called extension. You know, the key here is, can he cut it in the side and avoid a scratch? That's a problem. Can he draw it away from the pocket before it reaches a corner?
Yeah, when you're cutting a ball so fine, it's hard to get a lot of draw on it, isn't it? Because there's just not enough grip.
Yeah, and I don't think the 8 is too close enough to the side pocket to shoot the 3 off the 8. So
no.
Worst case scenario, if he can avoid the scratch and hit the 3 super thin and tuck the cue ball underneath the 9, it looks like he might be able to get away with a. Is he just going to tap this? Oh, so he hit it straight into the 8. Very nice.
Clever shot.
So that's the hope he doesn't scratch.
Not today, Jose.
Yeah. And like I said, Neil's so good. He has so many great kicking systems. He's so good at kicking. Don't be surprised if he actually pockets this ball. I expect him to hit this one really well.
Was he going to go 2 rails, catch the 2nd rail? Wow, he hit that with some power and draw.
Yeah. But look, if it gets past the 8 without touching it, he get away with it. Yeah.
He just caught it, but he's okay. Smile there from Sky. I think he was expecting something a little bit easier than this. Guys in the chat, if you've got any questions, don't hesitate.
Yeah, I know someone asked me how did my match go. I actually don't play till 8 p.m. tonight, so I'll be back at 4 p.m. doing commentary
Who are you
again.
playing, Tony?
Al Youssef.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Look at
He's a
this. Look
nice
at this
guy
shot.
as well. Oh, where's the cue
Uh-oh,
ball
uh-oh.
going? It's in. Now then. Surely Neil's this time.
And this is a massive opportunity here, obviously, because there's a big difference between 4-1 and 3-2 in a race to 8. Thanks for the well wishes, everyone. As I was saying earlier, you know, Neil's has so many great systems and drills in his channel. If you haven't been to his channel yet, you definitely need to check it out. He has phenomenal stuff in it, incredible kicking systems, and really good techniques to help improve your game. So look at this, Mark. In between again, right?
Once again.
Yeah.
Just went a little bit too far. I sure was playing for it in the side. Still probably will take it in the side, Tony.
Either that or he's going to shoot in the corner and come around 3 rails and play it in the same pocket.
Yeah, he is. He's going 3 rails. Watch this. Gets the tip all the way through the ball.
Don't want to go too far because then you can't avoid the scratch if you're parallel to the ball. He's good here, though.
This is nice, isn't it?
Yeah, oh yeah, he's perfect.
Natural angle.
He's going to go right towards the 8 coming off the second rail.
Wow, he drew
Nice
it.
draw shot. Nice draw shot. I guess he didn't feel comfortable with the follow. Have a special guest in the chat, Mr. Little Chris from Little Chris Pool. He says hi to Mark White and to myself. Hey, Chris, how are you, buddy? Looking forward to seeing you in Austin, Texas. I'm going to be there in May.
I call him the coffee table. He knows why. Oh, he's come across that one. Wow. What a mistake that was.
That's a shocker there.
Well, Sky will mop these up all day long. What a chance to go 4-1. And he just doesn't look quite settled yet, Tony.
Yeah.
And it goes. He's going to be nicely on the 10 as well. And if this goes in, we're going to go out just for a couple of minutes, but we will be back. Welcome back. Both players walking back into the arena. Sky Woodward leading 4-1 in this first round match in the CSI Predator World 10-Ball Championships. Eklankachi won it last year. Well, we've got an increased field this year, 128 players. The field is, well, it's so strong. Lots of Asians here as well. If you win this, Tony, you can say you won a really, really tough tournament.
Yeah. Whoever wins this tournament deserves to be recognized as world champion, that's for sure.
Yeah, and it's nice to see Paul back in full swing. More tournaments than ever. Sky breaking off. Made a ball.
Seven's in a bit of a tight spot there, but if he has enough room to draw away from that point, he should be fine getting to the 8.
Yeah, look at the one. Look at the 1, 2, 3.
You know, I've had people ask me in the past, why are you talking about the 8 when he hasn't even shot the 1? You said, I'm a straight pool player. The first thing you do when you shoot a break shot is identify the problem balls. In straight pools, it's a habit, you know.
In straight pool, would you try and get rid of that problem as early as possible, or would you?
Yes, you want to get rid of that as early as possible, because then unless you do, you end up running out of options to get rid of it, because the more balls you pocket, the less likely you are to have one to take it, you know, get rid of it.
I'm with you all the way, Mr. Robles, Mr. Straight Pool. The silent assassin, that's you.
Yeah, we're talking about Dragon Ball Z and Final Fantasy now, which I don't think you're familiar with, but
no.
It's just I'm a massive fan. Yes, that's true. But like I said earlier, Little Chris has an incredible channel. If you
What about
haven't
this?
checked it out,
Sorry to butt
no, no,
in here.
please,
Look at
please.
this. What about draw off the 2 here and nudge into the 7?
You know, if he can hit it full enough, that's a good shot as long as he can hit the 7 diagonally, right? Or in other words, dead square, so that way it'll bank off the rail. You know, it might even come off the 9 and hit the 7, but it's a risk.
Well, we won't get to see it. He did, though. He moved the 9 away, so that's made it, well...
Well, I mean, I don't think it's so much he moved there's a chance that he was trying to come off the lower part of the 9 and run into the 7, but if you do it that way, the 7 and the cue ball are going to stay parallel to one another.
Still in good position here. He can worry about the 7. It does come in the same pocket as 3, so maybe that will be where he's going.
Very nice draw shot. He had great control there.
What a great shot. Timed that absolutely perfectly. There you see, slides past the 10 ball.
He's going to play it in the side.
Wants it to slow down.
Yeah, he definitely wants to slow down. If he ends up with too much angle, he's going to have to contend with the 8 and the 7. You know, maybe he was thinking of shooting the 7 low right-hand side originally, because I don't think he has the angle to do that now. So, like I said earlier in the beginning of the rack, if he can make the 7 and get past that side pocket point, he should be able to draw across the table for the 8 in the lower right-hand corner pocket.
Calls for a 30-second extension. Now you can see the little clock has disappeared next to Sky's name. There's still one next to Neil's. But will Niels get back to the table? One thing you can guarantee, Niels will be sat in his chair.
Doesn't want to hit it too hard. Doesn't want to end up straight. Very nice.
He'll still be concentrating very hard. Oh, he wants this to slow down. Now then, he's a great banker of a ball, Tony.
It wouldn't surprise me if he made this bank. Question is, does he have the proper angle to draw in a straight line?
The bank.
Or is he going to draw underneath the 8 and then play it in the lower right-hand pocket anyway? And he doesn't want to hit it too hard just in case it doesn't go in. Just like that.
Didn't go in.
Doesn't want to hit it too hard.
Well, he hasn't left Niels an easy shot. It's going to be a safety, I would think. Do you like banking this up and down? Just bank it down by the 8. Or what would you do, Tony?
I would play this because, I mean, you can always shoot, you know, on the thin side or the thinner side to overcut it just in case.
On the pro side.
There you go, on the pro side. So let's see what he does here. Let's see if he decides to play the 8 in the same pocket on the side of the 9. Even if he ran into the 10 on, oh, he came a little short there.
Oh, he's hit it too thick. Now, if he catches that 10 ball, well, this is a chance for Sky.
Yeah, he definitely wanted to overcut that. Just misjudged it.
Coming round to look at the angle.
Overcut?
Yeah,
that's what Niels
way,
originally wanted to do, right?
That's the way to miss them. So now,
well, I mean, over here he can try to bank it one rail by where the cue ball is. That's what he's doing, because worst case scenario he can send the 7 back up table if he hits it right and play the combination 8 to the 9.
He must be playing this with an element of safety, though. No, he's gone out full blood for it. Now then,
Yeah, but see, he knew the
if he
cue ball
gets
was
a
going to
little
end up
wobble,
there.
or we won't want this
Oh,
going in.
wow. Wow,
Oh,
because
dear, oh,
it
dear.
is called pocket.
He didn't call that pocket.
No.
No.
This guy's looking like, wait a minute, isn't it my shot?
Doesn't want that going in, and it doesn't. He won't lose his concentration, though. You can guarantee that. So this 10 ball then for a 5-1 lead, and we go into a break, but we'll be back. Warm welcome back to the Rio All Suites Hotel. We're in the Pavilion Conference Centre, a huge 40,000 square foot room, 110 7-foot tables, 14 of these Apex 9-foot diamond tables, and they are running absolutely perfect. And Sky Woodward will agree as well. 5-1 ahead against Niels FEIJEN. Now, you were saying something, Tony, before.
I was talking about little Chris, that he has an incredible channel that I think he was voted one of the top 15 most. I don't know if it was most influential. I might be wrong on Billiards Digest. So congratulations on that. But if you haven't watched his channel, he's got some great stuff. As does Mr. Nate Tam, who started one recently, and Jaworski Pool Practice. You know, they're on a road to a 100-ball run, and I'm going to be hopefully working with Chris to help him reach that goal when I go to Austin to do my pool clinic May 22nd. I'm going to do 2 pool clinics in the Austin, Texas area. Anyone interested in having me do a clinic by their state, please let me know. I would love to the opportunity to do that, as teaching is my passion. I'm pretty sure Mark knows that as well.
Absolutely, I know.
But getting back to this match, I can't tell from here if he can see the 2-ball to make it. Yeah, he can definitely make it.
Look at that, perfect camera angle. We welcome back Mr. Tim Wampler today. He's on the camera today. Arrived a little bit late, but he's here now. Look at that really wide stance. Looks like a spider.
No, you notice something that Niels is also famous for with his stance is, you know, he really bends that left elbow, and the reason for that is to make sure to get your body and your head closer to the shot, to the ball. And, you know, he's a tall guy too, so you know it benefits him because I don't remember if he was always like that or if it started at a certain age, but he's legally blind in one eye.
Yeah, me too. I can't use that as an excuse anymore, though, can I? Now that I know Niels FEIJEN is as good as he is with one eye. Alex Kazakis has won on the hill 8-7 against Nicholas De Leon. That's a... Wow, he was a long way down in that match as well. So Kazakis come back, and Ko Ping Chong has beaten Sullivan Clark 8-0. And that started the same time as this match. Sullivan Clark, I believe, is from New Zealand. We had him on the Booth Brothers when we were here back in September. And we'll bring you some more as they happen. Back to this match, Tony.
Yeah, well, back to this match. You know, Niels is a world champion. Niels is a world champion. We all know that, and there is no quit in him. So there's no way I would count them out, even at this point. You know, the only thing is that when you're playing the alternate break format, you have to really hope that, you know, your opponent screws up a couple of times on their break, and that you continue to break well and end up with a shot.
In it goes. So he's pulled one back. 5-2 now. So you're a player just starting out, and you've tuned in and you're seeing this. So Tony, there might be some players watching this for the first time, and they've said, oh look, I like this game. What tip would you give a youngster starting out on his pool journey?
I give this advice all the time to any young player that wants to become a professional. Finish school first, build a career for yourself. Just in case pool doesn't work out, you have something to fall back on in the future. Second thing I tell them is learn how to stay humble your entire life, your entire career, so that because that will open a lot of doors for you as well. But you know, so many times I've seen players where they wanted to build a career in pool, and they saw how tough it was. They had nothing else. They had nothing else. How are you going to pay the bills?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm always trying my best.
Find a rich lady.
Yeah.
So, ball on the break. Looks like it was the 7 ball. And he's got a shot at this one. This is his kind of shot.
Yeah, he slices these in like they're going out of style.
Well, he's overcut this one. He's overcut it.
Wow.
Now then, is he going to get luck behind the 3? No. So another chance for Niels here to come back to 5-3.
Oh yeah, this is a massive opportunity here. And he doesn't really have anything tied up either.
Well, mind your shirt on that ball, Niels. We are playing all ball fouls. Oh, he was mighty close to that.
Now, this is a key part here. I mean, you know what I like about this shot, kind of? If you end up where he wants to end up there, even if he ends up straight, he can still play the 4 ball in the top right-hand pocket. The only time I can see him having a problem if he ends up on the other side of the 3 ball.
Nicely down the route. Oh, he's finished slightly
See,
wrong
here he's
on this.
okay. He's still okay. He's fine. He just has to make sure he's secure the ball. Forget about where the cue ball's going. You know that it's going to go there regardless. And just focus on making the ball.
Is he going to go anywhere near the 5 here, Tony?
No.
It's pretty.
No.
Just
I'm
straight,
assuming.
right?
I'm assuming he's shooting this in the top left-hand corner.
Ah, okay. I thought.
So I said if that's the case, all you want to do is just make sure that you secure the ball and forget about where the cue ball is going. It's going to go to that side of the table regardless. So there's no need to think about that.
I'm with you. I thought you meant he was playing it in the side. Nicely played. As you said, didn't have to do anything with the cue ball.
See, now I kind of like playing the 5 in the opposite corner because by landing on that side of the table, I virtually eliminate any possibility of going behind any ball.
So draw to the rail, I'm guessing. Back over.
I think he's going to stun follow it there, right? Oh, he was straight.
Yeah, he was pretty straight on that, Tony.
Yeah, I thought he had a slight angle there. Yeah, I don't think he wanted to stop exactly there because now he has to really focus on going in between these balls. He's probably going to slide it over and play the 8 in the side.
We have an absolute...
Or in the corner.
We have an absolute legend playing on one of the outer tables. And he's drawn one of his fellow Filipinos, the great Jose Perica, is in action. I think he's something like 72 years old, and he's playing against, well, youngster Robbie Capito, and Capito 4-3 up. And Victor Zelensky, the champion of the Las Vegas Open, is in action again. No rest. He's playing against Oscar Dominguez, and Oscar is 2-1 up in that. And this nicely on the 10 ball. Absolutely perfect.
He let out a sigh of relief. He let out a sigh of relief there.
So pulls another one back. 5-3. And Omar Al-Shaheen is also in action, guys, on one of the outer tables. He is 5-2 ahead over Gerson Martinez Boza. So there's plenty of games going on today. Jose Alberto Delgado, 4-2 down to Sanjin Pelovanovic. And Tyler Steyer, well, he's playing up against Blaine Barkas. And Blaine Barkas has the upper hand there, 4-2. And Ralph Souquet is 3-0 up over Billy Thorpe.
Did he make a ball on the break? Unfortunately,
No.
not. Yep. And that's the thing. See, you're playing alternate break. You fail to make a ball like that, and you leave someone to run out. That's massive in a race to 8.
What's your favourite format, Tony? Are you an advocate for alternate break or winner breaks? Does it depend on the race? Does it depend on the game? What's your thoughts?
I mean, the way I've always thought of it is, you know, pretty much every sport, including tennis, you know, baseball, basketball, whatever, they always alternate. You know, so why not do it in pool, right? If you have someone that's going to has the ability to run 7 racks, and I know a lot of people are going to disagree on this, but I mean, you know, I think that a match shouldn't be determined just on a breaker. I think it should also be determined by skill.
Absolutely. Yeah, I like to see the all-round. I like to see players showing off their skills in all departments, you know, hooking, jumping, kicking, potting, drawing, position, all that kind of stuff. And I think to see players sharing that space is the best way to go. Well, he's got him hooked behind the 8 and the 10. He's looking, can I jump this? Well, he's a pretty tall guy, as you said. Referee Michaela Tab is in charge of this. She's just out of sight of the arena.
Well, let's see how he hits this. I mean, he's a great jumper, too. He's like no joke when it comes to jumping, so.
Wow, the 10's going to go.
You don't want to leave the 10.
Yeah, it doesn't count, though,
Yeah.
Tony, in this particular format, so
Yeah,
it's
that's
not
true.
so bad. I made that mistake
Yeah,
in the first
yeah.
one.
Okay, yeah.
I went,
Yeah,
oh, he's got a 2-10
We're still
combo.
in the other format mode, right?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. This one, early 10s do not count, guys, not on the break, and no early 10s. If you can still make it, but it's just be respotted on its spot.
Let's see. I'm trying to figure out if he can see enough to carry that 10 ball in there with a cue ball.
I think it's a little bit thick for that, isn't it? Can
Yeah.
he not just combo the 10?
I don't know. I don't know if the 8 ball falls into the 2 to the point where you can.
Perhaps it is.
Because if the 8 ball falls into the 2, it's going to hit like half of the 10.
Perhaps that's why it's taking so long.
Maybe he's going to draw underneath one of the balls.
Oh, there you go. He's sold out there. Didn't go. So, Niels breathes a sigh of relief. Gets another chance. Always immaculately dressed. Hair in place. Nice shoes and pants on. The sport of pool, Tony, is elevating. Standard going up all the time. Equipment getting better and better.
Yeah, well, this field here is one of the best I've ever seen assembled. I mean, it's just, like I said earlier, whoever wins this event deserves to be called world champion.
Yeah, I mean, who isn't here? Is there anyone?
Joshua Filler.
Joshua Filler's not here, yeah.
Some visa problems. Federer, obviously, because of what's going on in the Ukraine, unfortunately. Very nice stroke. Very nice stroke.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Got perfectly in the 5.
So, yeah, apart from those two mega stars, everyone else is here. Even the Coe brothers are here. All the Filipinos are here, apart from Alcolo, of course, who
And
himself
Aranis.
has visa issues. Aranis, yeah. We're probably going to go end up about 20 names who aren't here. But there's plenty here who's just full of class. Is he playing the safety or does this go past it?
Oh, he's going
Goes
to
past
go
it.
for it. I don't think he got where he wanted to. I'm wondering if he has that angle where if he were to draw, it's going to go straight towards the side pocket. Those are like the worst angles
You
to have
see
because
that
you know
happen a lot, don't you?
you have to hit it just right. If you underhit it, you don't get on the 8. If you overhit it, you scratch. It's one of those funny angles.
Yeah, and there
See,
it
he's going to
is.
have to hit it to the left side of the pocket on the thicker side to draw it in a straighter line. Oh, he wanted to go and stun it to the other side. I can see that.
He's left a longer, trickier shot though on this 8 ball.
Yeah, I got a buddy of mine, Marty Herman from Mass. How are you, bud? Hope all is well with you and your family. Thank you for tuning in. It's been a while. So let's see if he decides to bank this or cut it in. Well, I don't think that's
Oh,
going
he's
to go in.
overdone it.
Yeah, he undercut it.
Wow. So
I kind of like banking this on the top right hand, in the top right hand pocket, unless he's supremely confident that he can make it in the side.
yeah, he's going to
and
go
play
for the side.
position, you know. Because, you know, the 10 being there, it makes the pocket a lot bigger. So if he overcuts it a bit, if anything, you want to overcut it so you can go off the 10. But if you do end up hitting the 10, you want to make sure you hit it with enough speed so that the 10 doesn't tie up with the 9 ball.
Well, he's overdone it too much. Now, chance for Niels to come back to 5-4. It's not often you see Skylar Woodward miss a bank shot. I remember at the Derby City Classic, they play the bank ring game. Have you ever seen that? Sky won that. So this 10 ball then down the rail. And then we will go to a break. Oh!
Now we can go to a break.
Now I need a break. And we are back for the Predator World 10 Ball Championships. We're in the first round. It's a race to 8. Alternate break. And Sky Woodward leading 5 racks to 4. And he has the break. Chance to go 2 ahead here. Can he make a ball? Oh, I thought the 4 railer was going to go. Well, let's kick the 9. Is that the 9 or the 1? The 9.
The 9 ball went in.
The 9 went in. Left him perfect on the 1. Nice angle to get anywhere he wants to get now.
Going to hit it low right and play the 2 in the bottom right hand pocket. Want to get as close to the corner as possible in order to make sure you come deep and get close to the side pocket, because if not, then you end up parallel going overrunning it. Even if he overran, he could still play the 2 ball in the opposite top right hand pocket, but he should be fine.
He's overhit it, I think. Well, he's okay.
Yeah, he's in good shape here. So let's see if he's going to go 1 rail withdrawal or 3 rails. He ran into the 5 ball, and I'm not sure if he can bank this because the ball is very close to the rail, possibly frozen.
You don't fancy cutting this down the rail, Tony?
No, he might have to cut it. He might not have a choice. I mean, you have to go for the cut here, Mark, because the 4 is right in front of the pocket. You leave the cue ball anywhere there, as long as it's not on the side of the 5 or the 7, and you're in good shape here.
Just looking through the fixtures still to come today. Darren Appleton against Jovan Bustamante. That looks a great match.
Oh. Missed it, Mark.
Well, another chance then. He's struggling all of a sudden. Sky.
No, and all of a sudden we went from 4-1 to possibly 5-5.
Incredible how quick this can change. Another great game. Ko Ping Han will be playing against one of your very good friends, Torsten Holman.
That's going to be a match.
They'll play at 4 p.m.
Any idea which match is next up here for the stream?
I was hoping you weren't going to ask me that just now, but I don't think it's been decided yet, Tony, to be honest. But we'll let... Oh, there we go. Yes, it has. And it is. It's on the TV table. Torsten Holman against Ko Ping Han. What a great one that's going to be. I won't be here for that one, but you'll be with George Teachea.
I think he's deciding where to get to the 6 so he can play the 7. I kind of like going a little past where he's at now, or maybe just in between the 7 and the 8. If he just sun it, that's it right there. That's a better option because now it becomes easier to play the 7 in the upper right-hand corner pocket.
Nicely on the 6. What's he going to do here, Tony? 10 in the way just slightly, or will he play this with a bit of right-hand English?
Just come off the bottom rail with follow and go right towards that 7 ball to play in the upper right-hand corner pocket.
Oh, he's perfect on that, isn't he? Nicely played. Wow, how quick a game of pool can change.
It truly is amazing.
He looked as if he was sailing, especially when he was at 3-1 and Niels had a chance to go 3-2. Missed the ball. Sky went 4-1 up. And now, all of a sudden, we're level at 5 racks each. So it's a race to 3, Tony.
And I told you, Niels is a warrior. He's a world champion. He's not going to give up that easily. And look, we're tied at 5. And yeah, of course, like I said, certain things must happen for you.
Just going to run through some of his accomplishments. He's ranked 7 in Europe. His highest ever ranking, WPA ranking, was #1. He was once world #1. World 9-ball champion, 2014. World straight pool champion, 2008. World pool master twice, 2013, 2018. And he's breaking here. I didn't even have time to read all his accomplishments. There's so many of them. He needs to accomplish making a ball. Can he make the 9? No. Well, it's dry.
You notice they've both been taking some speed off the break, hoping to make a ball, control it a little better. But sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So need to be careful with the 3 ball here. Very nice.
And the 4. And the 4. He wants to come past it. He has.
Got past it. Very nice. Ideally, I would like to get straight on the here, Mark, on the 4 to come down for the 5. That way you don't have to worry about contending with having to avoid traffic or coming off a rail, if possible. Whoa.
Wow,
Whoa.
what
and
has he done
whoa.
there? Can he still play it in the bottom corner? In this bottom left-hand corner?
I don't think so. I don't even know if he can see enough of it to hit it.
Both players. Just when you think somebody's going to get going, he just misjudged the position. Has that got something to do because it's a new cloth, Tony, and it's playing differently than it did 2 days ago?
I can't tell.
You can tell me.
I haven't even had a chance to hit a ball yet.
Wow,
he was able
what
to
a
make it.
shot
Wow.
that was, and gets a round of applause
That was a hell of a shot
from
there.
this
I didn't
packed
think he could see the
audience.
ball.
Had to spin it round the 10 slightly. Well played.
So now he does either a little draw shot between the 8 and the 10, or follow between the 10 and the 7.
Wants it to slow. That's okay. Probably play the 8 in the same pocket, will he, Tone?
I don't know if it goes. You know, to be honest with you, I think he has to hit it low here if it doesn't go and just kill it. Because, I mean, unless he likes going back and forth and wants to risk that, you know, possibly scratching in the side.
Yeah, it goes, look. Yeah, I can see it down the line. It goes. Well, he's come twice across the other way. Oh, I like that.
He hit
Took
a perfect speed.
took
Hit
it
a
out of the
perfect speed.
equation. Yeah, perfect.
He'd rather go to a pocket where you can fit 2 Mack trucks as opposed to 1 Mack truck, right? Have to give him credit. That was a good recovery there, considering.
So in goes the 10 ball. Retakes the lead. 6-5. Welcome back. Players taking a little break. Go and get themselves some water. Sky Woodward leading 6-5 and has the break. Race to 8, first round of the 2022 Predator 10 Ball World Championships. Wow, stop that cue ball. Dead in the centre. He's going to get the 9 ball.
Oh.
He's going to get one of them,
kicked,
and it
got
goes.
kicked.
Yeah, I think it was on its way anyway. Now, get a good safety in here. Wonder which way he's going to go, Tony. The opposite way to what I'm going to say, I guess. I'm going to go thin off the left-hand side of the 1. Put that over by the 2 and bring the cue ball down twice across behind the 10.
Yeah, I mean, if you feel that you can slow it down enough or hit it thin enough, right, to use the 3, the 4, the 7 as a blocker, that's not a bad shot. I'm just looking to see if there's a possibility of him even calling the 1 ball.
He has called it.
Because he's going to try to send him behind the 10. But over there, if I know I'm going to send someone behind the 10, I don't think I would call the 1 ball, because if I call the 1 ball, well, it doesn't matter. I mean, the opponent can make you shoot again.
Mm-hmm.
No, if you make it, you have to shoot.
So Neil's sizing up. Does he want to get in a good safety, or does he want to take it on? Part of him saying, I want to take it on.
Just called extension.
And the other part is saying, I want to go for this and take my chances running into the 2-ball. Steadies himself, gets down. There's the bent arm you were telling us about. Gets closer. Is his body closer to the ball?
He's trying to double kiss off the 2-ball. He's trying to go
Wow. He missed it. He called it thin enough to miss it.
I don't know. I think he was trying to hit it. You see, he pointed at it. I think he's surprised that he
I
missed the
thought,
ball.
yeah. I think he hit it a little bit thin. He could have potted it just a little bit thicker tone.
Might have to call 2 rails here and call it just in case it goes in. What if he's trying to put him underneath the 4 and the 3? Maybe hit it thin?
Well, has he
Left him a shot. I think he left him a shot. He can definitely make it.
This guy having a good close look.
He ran into the 7 there, Mark. He should be fine here.
Well, chance to go on the
A
hill,
bit
Tony.
more difficult.
Chance to go on the hill.
And he chose to hit that one with a little more speed, which was smart. You know, that way he can let his stroke go a bit, come off the 2nd rail for the 4-ball.
You saw striking dead centre on the cue ball. Not as easy as you might think. Just spotted Jeremy Sosate playing on one of the outer tables. He's 5-2 up against Mario E. Oh, he's overdone it.
Wow, that's a surprise there.
Wow.
And we've had that happen quite a number of times this match, right? Where they miss a ball that we just honestly we're not used to seeing that, but we're human, of course. But you know, you always have that match once in a while where I call the match, where you know either everything goes wrong for you or you miss it, you know, shots that you normally don't miss, or both. You know.
I mean, you know, do players of this caliber and you know this experience, do they still get nervous when they come into a tournament like this in the first round, Tony?
What was that, Bud?
If, you know, the first game, you've got all the experience in the world, you're a high-class player, do you still feel nerves coming into your first match, or any match for that matter?
You do, because sometimes you have to get into a bit of a rhythm and start feeling kind of like they say warmed up, kind of like when a boxer warms up before a big boxing match and stuff like that. You can be hitting him perfectly, and then, you know, the day before, but you still have to warm up the following day and get into a bit of a rhythm, you know?
Maybe go for a run, do a bit of skipping. In it goes, and once again, we're going to be level. It's 6-all. Don't forget, lots of other tournaments going on around the Rare All Suites Hotel. We have the BCA World Championships. We have the USA Pool League National Championships. We have lovely 8 Predator carom tables in another room with the UMB 3-cushion World Cup. And also starting on the 30th, we'll have 64 women playing in the Alpha Las Vegas Open, and we'll have some live matches for you on that as well from Saturday.
Let's see how he hits these, Mark. Will it spin in?
Wow, one and a two. Wow, look at this.
He made 4 balls on the break.
Well, that'll make up for the 4 racks when he didn't make one. He's done it all at once. Wow, 4 balls on the break. I wonder what the most is ever been made on a 10-ball break.
I think he might not have a choice but to freeze him on top of the 7 mark. That's the easiest thing to do here.
That's what Buddy Hall would say anyway. No, he's going for it, is he? He's thinking of going for this, Tony. Yeah. I mean, you know, you make 4 balls on the break, you at least want to try and run it out, don't you?
Well, I mean, I'm looking at it from this. I'm looking at the actual table from here, and it's actually more of a cut than what it looks on the screen. So he must be feeling really good if he's going for this. Well, he decided to play safe a different way.
Wow. That's an intelligent shot. If it runs, oh, he's left it. Sky Woodward is one of the masters of this shot.
I think he was hoping to put the 3 in front of the 8 and the 10. And give him just more distance to make it a little more difficult to play return safety if he'd let him see it, but unfortunately he came up short.
You know what's great about this particular shot? The 5, it's normally could be a scratch in the side, but the 5 ball's there, so he can't scratch.
You might want to just nudge it, to be honest with you. Hit it with just enough speed so he keeps the cue ball separated from the object ball.
Oh, he got past it. Sure. Oh, I thought he was going to scratch in the corner for a second. I think he thought he was going to hit that 5 ball, as you say. Just threw it because he hit it so hard. He just threw a wider angle on it, which meant missing the 5 ball.
I mean, he makes this, he has automatic position as long as he comes off the second rail enough. But, you know, he still has to make the ball. And he made it.
Oh,
what a great shot that was.
He did. Brilliant shot. Crowd appreciating that one. Packed house, as you'd expect for an American in the arena.
But how strong is it that he made a shot like that, 6-6, to put himself in position to get on the hill first, right?
Oh, he got hold of that. So just going to do a little bit more travelling.
Yeah, he definitely overdrew that one a bit. Now he's going to do what my coach used to say, unnecessary heavy lifting.
Yeah, he's got to come downtown and go back uptown again, isn't he? Stealing your lines now, Tony.
Yep.
Now then, just a tricky little 9 needs to hold for the 10. Is he going to play with any English on this, Tony?
Probably just a little bit. Oh, he almost ran into it. He almost ran into it.
So this 10 ball then to take Sky Woodward to the hill. If he does, we're going to go for a very, very quick break to see when we come back if Sky Woodward can take his opening match in the World 10 ball. And we're back at the CSI Predator World 10 ball championships. Earlier on, you might have heard or might have seen Eklan Kachi winning his first match, going through 8-3. Sky Woodward on the hill, looking to go to the second round. Got close to the scratch as he made a ball. He has made the 9 ball. He has a shot on the 1 as well. Now,
I'm not sure if he has a pocket for the 4, unless he can somehow manage to shoot it in the top left-hand corner. It's going to have to get pretty good on the 3 to get there.
I'm just wondering, is it a combo after the 2's gone, Tony, into that top right?
A combo onto the 2 ball? You mean 6-4-2? He would have to bank the 1 ball, 2 rails to do that, right? No way. Wondering if he's going to use a zigzag shot here to get for the 2 ball. Lead the cue ball slightly past where it's at now. He's looking to see if the billiard is on the 6. If the billiard is on the 6, that's a good shot. So he's going to tap it. Yep, he's going to tap it.
I got my colours mixed up then. Sorry, Tone.
It's okay. I think that he's looking to play that billiard. I think he's really liking that billiard. So he needs to get just right on the 3. Make sure that he avoids running to the 7. Very nice. Let me see. I think he can get past the corner pocket here, no problem with follow. What you don't want to do here is end up behind the 5 mark.
Mark Al Shaheen has gone through. And if you want to keep up with any scores, guys, and brackets and what times people are playing, go to world10ball.com/brackets. And there's everything you need to know on there. Prize money, incidentally. They're playing for £60,000 first prize. $250,000 is on here, Tony. Some big money.
It's nice and refreshing to see this kind of money in the game. So let's see what he does here. Is he going to try to play the 4 in the top left-hand pocket? Is that what he's going to do? Is he just going to zigzag it over for the billiard?
What a great shot this is.
I don't know if he
Once
can,
it off the
if he got
rail.
there. I don't know if he got there high enough
Has
to
he
play
got
the
there?
billiard. I don't think so. I think he's going to have to hide him behind the 6. We're about to find out.
Well, he's looking at it, Tony. He's looking at it as if he's going to play the billiard. It's not an easy one, though, is it?
Well, the problem with this angle is that, if he decided to play the billiard, 4 is going to come off the rail so fast, it might stop the 6 or prevent it from going into the side. So that's why I think he needs to play the safe here, which he did.
He has, and look at that. Hit it
Yeah,
right behind the 8 ball. Crowd loved that one.
If the cue ball were higher and he played the billiard, he's barely touching that 4 ball, so the 4 doesn't have much movement. But from that angle, he has to hit it so full, it's going to come off right away, probably run into the 6. So he recognized that. That's why he chose to play the safe.
Yeah, and he's on the hill as well. Doesn't want to take any risks. He won't want this to go hill because then it's a lottery. And, it's Niels' break as well.
Watch this kick shot from Niels. Just hits those kick shots so well.
Wow. Ball's flying around the table. Where's the cue ball going? Oh, no, surely not. Surely not.
Wow.
Oh, dear, oh, dear. Well, there's a quick look. Does the 8 ball pass the 10? Maybe the overhead will tell us.
Yeah, if the 8 goes past the 10, then it's probably over.
You're going to say your favorite 3 words?
No.
What about... No, he won't risk that. I was going to say, what about moving it here, Tony?
Yeah.
Like that.
No, yeah. Well, how could he hit that? Yeah, that was a good call there.
Brilliant shot.
Yeah, because the other alternative he had is shoot the 5 and then shoot the 6 in the side, come off the rail and move the 8 or the 10. But since he already had it there, that was a shot. He hit that great. It's the reason we keep you around, Mark. And I love it.
What, just for that one call a day that I get right? Wow. Well, it looks like it is going to be all Sky Woodward wrote. In it goes, and he'll be feeling great inside now. He's going to beat Niels Feijen 8 racks to 6. We're going to take a break for quite some time, and we'll be back at 4. Torsten Horman and Ko Ping Yi. Thanks for watching.